Hi there, this is Linda and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm putting together my Project Life spread for the week of May 20th through May 26th, 2024, and I'm working with the Into the Blue collection from Cocoa Daisy. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, so this week was the week of May 20th through 26th, and this was a super eventful week for me. So it started with a trip to Brooklyn for work. I live a couple hours north of New York City, and I go down there pretty often for work. Well, not as often as I used to, but a few times a year at least. Just sometimes it ends up being a lot, sometimes it ends up just being a little. And then on the other side here, I wanted to just do a few things. This was a pretty big week. I had some longer personal stories to include. I also had, just a lot of little things going on that I wanted to document. So I think that's a good layout for my photos. And then I'm working with the July kit from Cocoa Daisy. It's called Into the Blue, which is kind of like an ocean theme. And this is not a beach week or ocean week at all. So let's see how I can make it work for this spread. And I love that about these kits is that you really can make them work for pretty much anything. So this one says Bon Voyage, which I guess would work for going to Brooklyn, but these are all 3x4s. So I'm going to think about cutting that out potentially. And then I also had this one that says The Adventure Begins, which again would be super cute. I could also put it like that and do some journaling there. I could think about something like that. Let's see. And maybe do like a big title. So my boyfriend moved in with me this week, and it's been like a slow process, but it's like official as of this week. So I definitely want to document that. I have a lot of washi tape here. Let's see, what else do I have in this box? This is a beach sticker, so I don't want to use that. This one says summertime. Let's see, I have the puffy stickers. There's always the chipboard. There's some nice pattern paper. I already cropped this one down. So I've already used this kit for a few projects at this point, but there's still so much I have left in here. And I shared an unboxing video of this kit earlier, I believe I shared an unboxing a video of this kit. So if you want to see that, I will leave the link for you down below. And let's see here. These are more like ocean themed, although that one could be very cute just for travel. This would also be good for like longer journaling. Just looking at what pattern papers I have here to pull from. And then of course this stripe one, which is one of my favorites. I had a scrap from it right here. So maybe I will use that right here. And then I have the sticker kit. Okay, I'm just gonna look through these 3x4 cards really quick and see what. I love this card so much, but it just does not go with this spread. So I'm gonna save that and use it. And I always save that to use in actual month of July or whatever the month is. So I'm gonna do that. I ended up not saving the calendar this time. I think I used that card. So that's okay. Let the fun season begin. I think I could do that as a great title card. This I think would be good for my Brooklyn trip. I love this one too. Staycation, definitely not this week. Break from routine. Let's see here. I'm thinking I also want to make this Bon Voyage one work in a 3x4, but I'm going to have to think about how to crop it to make it work. I also have these like, hello, I could do hello Brooklyn. Good Eats, definitely want to put that there. Just trying to think about like what else I want to include on this spread. Staycation was a great one, but not for a week that I traveled. Oh, I do like this one too. I feel like I might need more like filler cards over here, or maybe, you know what, maybe I'm gonna put like this one over here and put one of my flowers over. Put this on here. This guy. And then that's a good, just like cute background. Thinking I could put that for a title, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Oh, it was made for sunny days. I love this one. But now I need to figure out kind of like how I want to arrange these. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys on fast forward and work on putting this one together. I'm struggling just a little bit, not because this kit isn't amazing, it's so cute, but the theme doesn't fit what I'm doing, which is totally fine. The colors I think are gonna work, but some of the cards are like 4x6 when I need 3x4, and I'm just kind of trying to figure out how I wanna balance all of the stories I have this week. I have a lot of stories to tell this week, and I'm thinking that maybe I want some like hidden journaling over here or something. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm obsessed with this card so much. What I'm going to do is put you guys on fast forward and kind of start putting together the pieces that I know how I know I want them to be. And then I'm going to go from there, kind of working on figuring out how to include the rest of my stories. I also really love this one. Okay. I'm gonna put you guys on fast forward and figure this one out.
Okay, so once I got going, this one actually comes together really smoothly, and I absolutely love how it comes out. So I started with my title card, just adding the dates on here. I really liked this Let the Fun Season Begin card for like, even though this is late May, this is really kind of the start of like a really warm, hot weather around here. So I was super excited to use that card to kind of tip off the week. This card right here was really perfect because it had some like little prompts in it. It says date, place, company, 8, and weather. And I thought it was really good for summarizing my work trip to Brooklyn. I used the alpha stickers to write out the word Brooklyn in there just for a little bit of interest, in addition to using the rolling date stamp to add the 3 dates that I was down there. And then I'm just journaling about like who went with me, what I ate while I was down there, which was a big part of my trip, and the weather, because the weather was very notable. It was so hot. And I don't know if you've never been to New York City, but when it is really hot, it is pretty gross in the city. So I was writing about that. I ended up shifting around my photos, you'll see that in a little bit, to make the Brooklyn part of this spread really be only the top 2 rows on the left-hand side. And I decided to do that just to kind of balance my spread out a little bit more and to use that Bon Voyage card. So you see the Bon Voyage 4x6 card sitting where it is on top of 2 3x4s. And I think this is where I kind of decided this. I decided I'm just going to cut it in half and put it into those 3x4 pockets because I really wanted to use this card. I liked the colors. I liked the theme. I liked the words. I liked everything about it with this spread, except for the fact that it was 4x6. And I considered cutting it out and kind of making my own 3x4 card by like stacking the Bon on top of the Voyage. And like I could have done that. I could have turned that part sideways, but I decided that this was a good way to kind of balance it on this spread. I especially because I have all those dark photos together. And I guess I could have broken them up by making that 3x4 card, but I like the way that this balanced. I brought some of these are like little label stickers that are in the kit, and they have different phrases on them. So I added a couple of them that made sense for the story. They're all kind of like summary themed. Some of them are beach themed. So obviously those ones didn't work, but these two did. So I ended up adding them on there, and I added a label on the picture of the bookstore just to make a note of where I was. I'm moving on to the right hand side, and I have this little postcard here, which I decided to use to document my boyfriend moving in with me. I'm going to add a little bit of journaling on it, which I will add after the camera goes off so that I can blur it out, but it's not very in detail like this. And this wasn't like a huge big deal because it was such a like slow process. But it was official this week. So I decided to kind of make a big title using these alphas in the kit. And I absolutely love these alphas in the kit. I hope that they do more of something like this in the future. I feel like I haven't seen these in a Cocoa Daisy kit, at least not recently. And I used them on, I think, 3 of the 4 projects that I did this month for them. So they were just an absolute favorite, and I'm excited to use more of them on future projects. I used one of the planner stickers that says this week on there, and that's just a reminder that just because the sticker is for planning doesn't mean it doesn't work in scrapbooking. It often does. Especially the ones that say this week are perfect for like a recap of this week or just like a highlight of something that happened this week. This photo here, I cropped it down so I could put it onto this striped pattern paper that I cropped to 4x6, and I added a label and I wrote down that this was the first rose in the yard. Actually, this wasn't my first rose, but the first roses were this week. So I wanted to document that. And I added another sticker and a chipboard phrase on there. I moved on to this tag card, and I used this to just document this week. I was having horrible neck pain when I came back from Brooklyn, which just kind of impacted the rest of my week. So I just wanted to document that on a card on its own. This card here says what I love about this, and I decided to use that to be my bullet point list of all of the random things this week. Like I said, this was a super, super busy week, so I didn't actually get every single story told, and I didn't do a lot of longer journaling, but this is where I rely on the fact that everything is documented in my Hobonichi cousin, and I don't need to document every single story every week. The point of Project Life is to capture an overview of what my week looks like and what my life looks like. It's okay if some of the details get skipped. I also documented here, I had a photo of a new planner that I picked up. I shared this on Instagram, but if you missed it, it's from Paper Test Designs, and I picked it up as a work planner, and I absolutely love it. I can't share my work planner online because it's confidential, but I'm just saying that I do love it, and I shared it before I used it, and I'm thinking of using one of those going into 2025, so stay tuned for that. Here's a look at that completed spread. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And as always, I hope to see you guys all in the next one. Bye.